Hi, thanks for joining me for the 2017 coding updates for spine surgery. We have some revisions. We have a few new codes, and so I will go through explaining the revisions as best I can. I will also go through a financial impact of each revised code, as well as give you the Greater Orange County area's Medicare rates. If after this presentation you have further questions, feel free to reach out to me via email or to my coding team. I will provide those email addresses to you at the end of this. The first codes that we have that were victim of a revision is CPT code 22510 through 22512 for the percutaneous vertebroplasty. There actually is very little revision to these in some of the subsequent codes. The only thing that CPT has done with these is they've taken off the indicator for moderate sedation, and now they've said that any sedation applies. With that being said, CPT has also added a new moderate sedation code, CPT code 99151. They've taken off the CCI edits for this code. We don't know if it specifically applies to some of these spine codes or not, but if you are a surgeon and you are providing the moderate sedation services for either of these three codes, we would suggest that you attempt to bill CPT code 99151, which is based on time, and or 99152 or 153, which also it's based on time and age of the patient. So these codes, the only revision is that they've taken off the indicator for must be provided under moderate sedation. Here's the financial impact. It's not a positive impact. Each code with the revision has also gone down in value. There are three more codes that have been revised with the same revision that I just spoke about, and it's basically the moderate sedation indicator has been taken off of the CPT codes. And again, if you are providing the moderate sedation and you're the surgeon, we would recommend using CPT code 99151 through 99153 based on time and age of patient. It's noteworthy that all of these codes for the percutaneous vertebroplasty and this kyphoplasty all are inclusive of imaging guidance as well. So these three codes, also we've included the financial impact. Again, it's not a positive impact. What we've seen is with these AMA revisions of wording, when the CMS gets their hands on this, the RVUs have gone down in almost every single case this year. There's very few codes that we've seen an increase on, even though the revision of the definition may be a more complex procedure. We haven't seen the RVU values go up. Percutaneous augmentation and annuloplasty is another series of codes that are categorized as revised, but really it's only the moderate sedation indicator was taken off of these. I won't spend too much time, but here is the financial impact of that. You can see it's all zeros. Medicare has not covered this procedure for quite some time. Again, in 2017, it doesn't look like they're going to cover these two CPT codes. They're considering it not medically necessary. CPT code 22851 was a fairly generic application of a biomechanical device, or in most cases, some sort of cage. But we are still somewhat confused on what they've done with this, and we don't find a lot of guidance out there. So this is kind of a wait and see change. They've deleted CPT code 22851. But they've added 3 new CPT codes to replace this. And I believe it's just the manner in which these biomechanical devices or the cages are applied. So the first code, 22853, it specifies that it's in conjunction with interbody fusion, and it's a code that's applied to each interspace, just like 22851 was. 22854 is for a vertebrectomy, which is somewhat new that they would specify what this CPT code is to be applied to. Again, 22851 was fairly generic. And they've added at the end, instead of each interspace, each contiguous defect. 22859, different than 22853, specifies that it's without interbody fusion, but at the end they've specified each contiguous defect. What this means to us is we're going to ask you, the spine surgeon, to give us a little bit greater clarity in your operative reports to know which of these three codes we assign. 22851 was fairly easy in the application because it was fairly generic. So we are going to ask for greater specificity from our spine surgeons. Here's the financial impact. Again, it's not, there's nothing positive about this. 22851 reimbursed $454.58 per interspace. And you can see the 2017 reimbursements for the three new codes, none of which reimburse what the deleted code used to or does here in 2016. Here's a new spine code for stabilization or distraction device. This code specifies with open decompression. The next code I'll be sharing with you is without. So this code is a single level and carries an add-on code for each additional level, or in this case they specified second level. We've included the reimbursement. There is no financial impact analysis to be done because these are new codes. Here's the code, CPT 22869, which specifies without open decompression. We've included the Medicare rates. Again, this is for the greater Orange County area, as most of our clients are located in Orange County. CPT code 63030 was the code that we previously billed for a microdiscectomy. Even though it didn't specify with or without a microscope, it was the only code that could be applied. CPT or the AMA have now given us a code for the endoscopic decompression of spinal cord microdiscectomy. This code can be billed bilaterally, and this code is for a single level, single side. Again, it can be billed as bilateral. Depending on the payer, we would add a right or a left or a 50 modifier. So here's the financial analysis. 63030 in 2016 reimbursed at just over $1,000 in the greater Orange County area. And lo and behold, they have not given a dollar value to this code yet. What we've seen out there is there's research and workups going on, but as of today, I did not find that there was an RVU value assigned to this code yet. We are still waiting for their determination. I'm sorry that I had to present some not so good news as far as the financial aspect. Some of the coding aspects will add a little bit of challenge on the coding end, but we are again hoping that you will provide greater clarity in your documentation habits, which should allow us to code to the highest level of specificity for the services that you've rendered so that we can obtain maximum reimbursement. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to me personally at josh@newportmed.com, or if you would like, you can email the entire coding team, which I am a part of. That's at coding@newportmed.com. Onward to 2017. Thank you for attending this teleconference.